I can't do this. I really just can't.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is, of course, the Botox, where I try to get your life a lift, but sometimes it doesn't happen because... Hold on, y'all. Where I try to get your life a lift, but y'all done drove me to drink, so my cup is very full. The shot was about this large, okay? Like literally half the glass. Shooter needs to shut up. Are you done? He done drove me to drink too. I really can't. As for my last Botox, I think I lost a couple subscribers. But that's fine, because guess what? We don't care. We really don't. Those are not the kind of people we need in our circle, you guys. So, let's do this. This one is titled BOETALKS. Is my best friend trifling? Hey Bo, alright, I'm just gonna jump into this. So 3 years ago I met this guy through a mutual friend and he wanted to take me to prom. I was open to it because I didn't have a date, but my mom met him and basically said, he's ugly. Shallow, I know. Girl out. Girl out. If I was somebody mama and she, you know, I would have said the same thing, so you know it's okay. So I lied and told him my dad wasn't comfortable with me having a date. Nonetheless, he had a crush on me, but I wasn't feeling him. So this summer, I came back from college and found out that my best friend, who I grew up with since birth, is now dating the same boy, and she never told me. She literally pulled up to my house to pick me up, and I saw him in the car, and I was just like, okay, LMAO. She didn't even acknowledge it. Should I feel some type of way about this, or should I just keep going along and not address her? Okay, love ya. Okay, love you too. This is petty. No, don't. There's nothing to address. Like, who cares? It was prom. I mean, he chose up. Well, he wanted to date you first. He did. And if you didn't like him, I don't think that's a big deal. Like, I think it's a little shady that she didn't tell you. Maybe she just didn't think it was important or like a big enough thing to tell you. But, like, come on now. Prom was like, oh, it was only a year ago. Either way, not a big deal. Don't need to address it. Don't need to make your friendship awkward for this boy that ain't even cute. Like, where they do that at? So, no. You turn him down. You lost your chance. Gotta move on, okay? Hey, Bo! So, I finally came to terms with myself after a great debate that I am bisexual. All my life, I have liked guys, but over the course of a few months, I have realized I am attracted to females too. About 10 minutes after coming to terms with it, I finally had to get it off my chest, so I told one of my girl best friends that I am bi-curious. She totally accepted me and told me that I am who I am. Then I told her something much deeper, that I kind of sort of had a crush on our mutual girl best friend. She told me that it was fine, not to worry, and that I was normal and not weird at all. I told her that I also fantasized about kissing her, my other girl best friend, and she said the same thing, that I was fine and not weird. She's a great friend. Then I finally came to terms that I was actually bi. Anyway, I'm kind of in a weird situation. Do I tell my friend I like her? Do I keep it to myself? Do I live with the guilt of not trying? I don't know. Advice? I don't know. Advice would be nice. Thanks, Jay. P.S. I love your videos. Keep doing what you do, boo. Thank you very much. I love you too. Oh wait, she didn't say I love you. She said I love you, bitch. Don't matter. I love you too, bitch. Anyway, for this situation, I mean, you ain't got nothing to lose. Well, no, she might. You have nothing to lose. Like, I mean, it's the same as if you were to tell a boy you like him. The only difference is this girl's actually already your friend. I don't think she'll take it any kind of way. She'll probably, maybe she's bi too. Maybe she like you. You never know. Just follow your gut. I think that in situations like these, it's important to listen to your intuition and see what your intuition is telling you. If your intuition is telling you to pursue her or to talk to her or to try to talk to her, then maybe you should. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to if you, I mean, don't tell her that you've been fantasizing about her, because that she might see it as weird, but definitely if you feel to take the plunge, just be like, I'm bi and you're pretty and I'm trying to take you on a date or whatever. So yeah, just try to make it not awkward, okay? Because that is definitely a situation that can go all the way left real quick, and you don't want that. But you honestly never know until you try. My upper lip, I can't. We're just gonna put some translucent powder on that bitch and hope for the best. Hopefully I don't look like a fucking crackhead, because do I look like I just ate a powdered donut? Hopefully not, okay? Because you know these translucent powders don't be working on black girls. It's really a damn sin. Hey Bo, I love your channel and you give good advice, so I'm hoping you can help me. My boyfriend and I are both in the 10th grade. I met him through my best friend. When we first started dating, he told me to be careful. So I was like, best friend, the fuck are you talking about? He just kept telling me to be careful. My best friend knew him since they were very young, but I found it odd because you've been my best friend for 4 years straight. I looked into girls for him. I talked so fucking bad to girls for him. I even slapped a bitch for him. We have been dating for almost 2.5 years, but I'm having a problem. He is abusive. I tell him all the time that he needs to stop hitting me. This bitch ass nigga gonna tell me kill myself. The fuck? Okay, I'm not even gonna read the rest of this. I don't need to read the rest of this. You should not be fucking with this nigga. Any nigga that's put his hands on you, any nigga that's verbally abusing you, physically abusing you, whatever it is, you just need to stop fucking with them altogether. You cannot call him a bitch ass nigga if your bitch ass isn't walking away from the situation. Like, I don't need to read the rest of this because you told me enough. I know enough. The fact is that he's hitting you. The fact is that he needs to, he don't need to stop hitting you. You need to walk away from the situation at hand, because why are you staying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why you would continue to stay and put yourself in these situations over and over and over again with him. So the solution here is to just stop fucking with him altogether. Cut that nigga all the way off. Like, I have no words. This one is called In Love with an Older Man. Hi Bo, a while ago I had met a man at the mechanics while getting my car fixed. He started a conversation with me and we ended up talking until both of our cars were done. There was clearly a mutual attraction. So he asked me if I would like to go to lunch with him. I had a really good time with him. We exchanged numbers and began texting and talking on the phone. Girl, you better not get to a part in here where you say he married, because I would lose my damn mind. Because I am a college student and I work, I really don't have much time for other things. When I was able to, I would go and see him. He would also come to the campus of my college and see me in between classes. He basically charmed me. A couple weeks ago, I was moving back into my dorm for the year, and he ended up coming to my dorm room. I have a private room to myself, so we ended up doing things.
Enough nasty, yeah. Okay, nothing I can hurt.
What? What does that have to do with me? What you trying to get into?
Trying to get into that pussy.
We did not use protection, and now I am late on my cycle. Girl, listen,
So you better get them on.
Cutthroat Bo finna come out right now because I can't even deal. I'm really scared and I don't know what to do. I'm only 18, so I'm definitely in no position to raise a child. He is in his 30s. I'm not even sure if this is something I want to tell my parents about or not. Girl, another thing is, for some reason, I believe he may be oh my gosh. What did I just motherfucking say?
Wait, no, this is beautiful. Tell her to hit him with the, I know you're married. I want fucking $2,000 a month until this child's fucking 18. That's what you need to tell him.
But I haven't asked.
Boom!
I've only thought that he was because of the spontaneous dates that he comes up with. He can never plan something more than a few days out. Y'all gonna make me pull this motherfucking weave out. Listen, on my last video, on my last motherfucking Botox, I told y'all how I feel about abortion, okay? I don't give a fuck how old you are. I don't care if you're fucking 14, bitch. Like, I really don't. Like, you, first of all, 14, you ain't supposed to be having sex anyway. I wasn't having sex at 14. Like, I can't speak for anybody else, but as far as I'm concerned, you're not supposed to be having sex at 14 you didn't ask me about abortion, so I ain't even gonna get into it, because last time I talked about abortion, I thought these bitches was coming for me, and like, bitches aren't allowed to have opinions anymore. I don't know why, but that's just the way the internet works apparently. But this is not that kind of channel. Bitch, I have an opinion and I will share it. You didn't say anything about abortion, so I'm not gonna jump the gun and talk about abortion, but from what you said, that's obviously something that you're weighing in on. You're 18 and you're saying you're not ready to raise a kid, because you as a kid yourself, you are a baby. But if that's the case, if you knew you weren't on birth control, if you knew you weren't going to use a condom, then why did you have sex with a man that you're not even tied down to, without protection, and then now you're complaining that you aren't ready to raise a kid and your period's late? Like, I don't have advice for you. I'm not gonna front and sit up here like I do. Like, there's no advice I can give to you. It's your body. You could do whatever you want to. If I was in your situation, I wouldn't be in your situation. Like, I really wouldn't, because that's not something I would do. If I'm not in a relationship with somebody and I want to have sex with them, I'm gonna use protection. If I'm in a relationship and we're not using protection and I'm not taking birth control, or I'm not, you know, using plan B or whatever, like, I mean, if I get pregnant, I'm having that baby. I don't care. Like, I really don't. And that was my mentality probably when I turned 18. When I was 16 to, like, before I turned 18, I used to think, like, you know, abortion cool. Not cool, fuck. I used to be like, if I get pregnant, I'm gonna have an abortion because I'm gonna get in trouble. That was my thought process. But after 2 of my friends had abortions, I was like, oh fuck no, that ain't right. Like, I know better than that. So, and then my mom told me she would disown me, bitch. I just decided to never get pregnant because I knew I wasn't ready to have babies. So I'm gonna take the precautions that I need to take so that I don't get pregnant and I don't have to even think about getting an abortion. So I'm really stressed about this. Really stressed. And the fact that you could continue to pursue a relationship with him, even though you had a feeling that he may be married and decided not to ask, like, that's a big red flag on your part. Those are definitely things you want to ask, especially when it comes to older men. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what I would do. And in your situation, I would definitely tell my parents, well, my mom. I mean, you're 18, you can't get in that much trouble. Obviously, your focus is off. You're in college. You're supposed to be focusing on school, but you was focusing on the dick. So, I would definitely tell my mom, and I would get my parents' perspective on it. I wouldn't just jump the gun and do what I felt impulse to do. But shoot it while lying, girl. I would hit that nigga up for all the child support in the world. Like, for realsies. Because who told his little married ass to step out on his freaking marriage? Like, nobody. Who told you to do that, sir? Nasty ass. Ugh. Y'all got me stressed and heated with these damn... Don't be asking me no abortion questions, y'all. I can't decide your life for you. I really can't. I can only tell you guys what I would do in your shoes. Dear Bo, myself and A have been friends with B for about 4 years altogether. In 2015, there were a series of fights between myself and B where she would get mad if I did not message her every day and make the effort to start a conversation with her or be on call 24/7 for her. She claims myself and A only messaged her if we needed something and did not make any effort in our friendship or with her. However, myself and A understand we see each other 5 days a week at school, so that's enough time in our opinion for spending time together. At the end of January of this year, she made it known that she did not approve of a new guy friend of mine and said I was putting more effort into mine and his friendship over mine and hers. This was only due to the fact This was only due to the fact he lived half an hour away and I rarely see him. In February 2016, B and A got into an argument where B stated she only felt we used her and decided to complain about me to A, in which case A disagreed with B talking shit and B did not like the disagreement. Overall, I didn't go to school the next day. B called me names like whore, slut, two-faced bitch, etc. behind my back to A and another friend, and she made our friends choose sides while I didn't, and they ended up leaving her as well. B gave me her password for Twitter and Instagram around the same time last year, and A went on her Twitter a few days ago and saw she was talking shit about myself. A and a lot of others we go to school with and is calling everyone horrible names and threatening she wants to kill some of us. Normally she's all talk with no actions, but we're not sure what she's really capable of. Should we expose her to everyone at school with screenshots of her conversation with the other person talking shit from an unknown source, or should we leave her alone and let her get away with it? I think that you guys should I don't think you guys should expose, well, I mean, screenshots are always good, but like, I think you guys should talk to her about it and just be like, what's up? Like, what's the problem? Why are you tweeting about us and saying these things? And just try to have a real conversation with her. I mean, if you guys need to escalate the situation, escalate it, but the first thing in any type of confrontation is to go to the source, and she's definitely the source. So you guys should go to her, talk to her about it. If she has an attitude about it, then take it to the next level. Do what y'all gotta do. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna tell you to do what you gotta do, okay? Hey, lovely. Okay, we have an anonymous. I am in this extreme dilemma, so it goes like this. LOL. I met my soon-to-be first love while being a freshman in high school. He was just about head over heels in love with me, I'd say, as he had expressed to me, and I definitely could see through all the measures he would go just to get my attention. But at the same time, I wasn't really interested in a relationship, so it didn't transpire. A few months later, he moved away and kept in contact with me, even though I constantly would ignore him. Fast forward to the middle of my sophomore year, he eventually transferred back to the high school we met at, and he made it very clear that he still loved to be in a relationship if I was ready. Later on in the school year, sophomore year still, I decided to stop playing and give him a chance. January 2015. We dated for a while, and it wasn't long before I fell in love with him. About 10 months into our relationship, we lost our virginities to one another. Soon after us giving our bodies to each other, I found out he fell under peer pressure to basically cheat on me about a week after we had sex. Which part of that makes sense? Upon finding this out, I immediately broke up with him and got him to confess to it all. A few months after being broken up and him proving himself to me, I decided to give him another chance. So we started back as simply just talking, hanging out, and he asked me to be his girlfriend again on prom night. Fast forward to this summer, I've moved about 40 minutes away from him, and neither of us have our own cars, and it has become hard for us to see one another. We've decided to give things a break until we're able to be in a stable place again, but promised one another to stay in contact because we were low-key like each other's best friend. My whole dilemma is I'm heartbroken because I kind of wanted to try a long-distance relationship with him, but he voiced that he's scared that we'll end up drifting apart in the relationship due to our lack of transportation and won't be able to repair our possible disconnection that is and that this break will help us more than hurt us. He also told me that if he were to have intercourse with another female, he would tell me right away, and vice versa. I just want to know whether or not you think, with our given history, that this break will just be temporary, or do you think it could possibly be more permanent, being that we've allowed for open doors during the supposed break? P.S. Sorry, this is more a hypothetical situation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so when it comes to breaks, I am not here for them. I don't believe in breaks. I think breaks are silly. Breaks are a waste of time. However, that's just me. Like, everybody's different. It works different for everybody. But when it comes to breaks and you know, adding third parties and fourth parties to the mix, like, it just makes things a lot more complicated than they need to be. So if he is, or if you are, you know, meeting other guys and talking to other guys and having sex with other people, like, to come back to each other after, to be like, hey, like, I slept with some guy today, like, it's not normal. Like, that's not something you do. Like, you don't go to the person that you're talking to and what are you watching?
50 Cent is jerking off in this scene and I just seen his dick.
Yeah, you didn't see all the controversy on Instagram?
What?
You didn't see all the controversy on Instagram?
No.
Well, you should have. Anyway, I personally don't believe in breaks and things of that nature because I don't find them to be healthy or helping. But y'all gonna do what y'all need to do to make your relationship work. If you guys are just friends right now, I don't think it's either of your businesses. If that makes sense. It's none of your business who he fucking, and it's none of his business who you fucking or talking to at this point in time. If you guys are on a break, you're on a break. I mean, there are no rules. If you're on a break, just do your own thing. And if you guys are meant to be, you'll be. Like, there's no point of forcing it or, you know, trying to go the extra mile to keep the other party informed as to what you are doing. Like, it is so much more hurtful to do that than it is to just, you know, do your own thing, keep it quiet, and then when you guys are ready to be together, just accept, you know, the fact that you were out there doing that, he was out there doing this, and, you know, move on from that. But don't go on a break and then expect anything other than the break. Don't expect to get back together. Just take it day by day, step by step, and, you know, anything that is meant to be will definitely be. So until y'all get some cars, y'all won't be able to make the relationship work. Okay, so next, first off, I love you and your channel. Love you too. But okay, so me and this boy, we'll call him Tate. Tate and I have been talking on and off since my freshman year, and I'm now a junior. He's a year older than me. The thing is, I really feel for him, but my freshman year, when we talked, he had a girlfriend and didn't tell me. He also got sent off for drugs and lied about it. The next year, we didn't really talk until the end of the year, and it wasn't anything serious. Freshman year, we were somewhat serious with I love yous and the whole nine, but we never had sex, so don't be disappointed in me, mom. Okay, fine, I won't be. Very proud. So recently I seen Tate and he DM'd me saying he missed me and all of that. I really do think we could work, but I can't put up with the lying. What should I do? Once a liar, always a liar. I mean, I tell you guys this all the time. When somebody shows you who they are once, believe their ass. Don't let them fool you again. Like, if he been lying, just don't even bother. Like, there's so many guys out there, so many people that you could actually be with, that people that will treat you well, people that won't lie to you, people that won't take you for granted, people that give a damn about you. So for you to give your time to somebody that has already shown you otherwise, like, it's like, why are you wasting your time? And you're not gonna tell me that this little young boy has changed. Like, he ain't changed. Like, what? It's only been a year. No, junior, hold on. It's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, right? Or is it freshman, junior, sophomore, senior? No. So it's been 2 years. She said keep it on because people from her school watch. Okay, boo boo, I won't say your name, but like, just the thing about this is, and all the stories that come into me that I read, like, I'm not there. I'm not in the situation. I will never be in the situation. So when it comes to your personal situations, you could take it with a grain of salt, or you can literally just, you know, literally apply it to your life. But when I say the things I say and when I give the advice I give, I just give it so you can think about it. I'm not telling you what to do. I don't ever want anybody to think that I'm telling you what to do, okay? Because at the end of the day, honey, it is your life. Your life, your mistakes, your triumphs. Like, first of all, thank y'all, because it's very, like, you know, there would be no show without y'all, clearly, because who would I be giving advice to? But so I thank you guys for sharing your lives with me. But I don't want you guys to think that, you know, you have to take my advice. You really don't. I get you just want, probably most of you just want my perspective, but I think some of you guys do take my advice literally. But unless it's dire advice, like your man's beating your ass and I tell you to leave him, even that, like, I mean, you don't have to. It's in your best interest, but you don't have to do it. You'd be stupid not to, but you don't have to do it. You feel me? So I'm telling you to not trust him and, you know, not to give him another chance, even though it's been 2 years. But ultimately, it's up to you, ma. Like, if you want to put yourself in a situation again and, you know, learn the hard way, then you do that. Or if you truly believe in your heart that he has changed, then you give him another chance. Like, the heart wants what it wants, and I'm not gonna be sitting up here telling you to ignore your feelings. Like, I'm not gonna do that unless it's necessary. So do what you want, because you popping, okay? But if it were me in the situation if it were me in the situation, I wouldn't be giving no lying ass nigga no second chance. Like, no, you could go all the way somewhere else, okay? I am currently in my second year of high school, and I'm not completely sure what I want to do with my life. I feel that I have not reached the point where I absolutely have to know. However, I told some of my friends the 3 careers that interest me, and they told me that I won't go anywhere in life if I don't decide now. No. First of all, fuck your friends, because what are they talking about? One of my friends also mentioned, after telling her one of my choices was a pediatrician, are you sure you can do that? If you want to work with children, you could just be a teacher or something else. First of all, you don't need, before I finish reading this email, I just need to tell you, you don't need anybody in your life like this. Like, you don't need anybody in your life that's going to shoot down your hopes and dreams. If I tell you I want to do something, the only thing you should be saying is yes. Like, the only thing you should be saying is, I support you in whatever you want to do. I'm gonna support you. I had a friend, okay, at one point I wanted to be a makeup artist, and I told my friend that, and she said, but she's like, that won't support your family. Like, you know, that's not, you know, lucrative. I said, have you seen my hands? Like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, I wasn't really like mad. I was more hurt and like irritated that I'm telling you what I want to do with my life, and you're telling me like that's not gonna do anything for you and your family. Like, I think she was just trying to keep it real or whatever, but there are plenty of makeup artists that do it for a living, and that's what I wanted to do. I don't want to do that now, but when I thought that I wanted to do that and she kind of shot me down, I was just like, well, you ain't really supportive. Like, I need supportive people in my corner. You need to have people that will support you in your corner. Anybody else is irrelevant. So let me continue. She said, which kind of made me feel like she was implying that I am not capable of being a doctor. See, she's just a hating ass bitch. She probably want to be a pediatrician too and realize that she can't do biology. So whatever. Anyway, I don't know where she got that from, since none of the other careers I mentioned involve working with children, and I have said countless times that I don't have the mental strength to be a teacher, lol. At the end of the day, I want to ask, are they right about me needing to choose a career right now? And Was my friend throwing shade when she said that I should be a teacher instead, or was she just giving me a suggestion? I apologize if this, okay. She's apologizing for the email being too long. It's a perfect length. I just said what I said. So apart from what I just said about having people in your corner that are only going to support you, like, I'm not saying to have yes men in your corner, but you're not doing anything wrong by, one, not knowing what you want to do, two, having 3 options to choose from, and 3, expecting support from your peers. Like, what else are the friends good for? Like, if there's anything y'all can do with support me, like, don't shoot me down and tell me, you know, she basically told you ain't good enough. So no, don't listen to her. I would have cussed her ass out. Like, it's rude. I don't know what your friend wants to do, but it's probably not be a fucking doctor. Like, to be a doctor, bitch, you finna be on Grey's Anatomy. Like, wait, like, I freaking love Karev. So, you know, you could be like Karev or like, you know, Arizona. Okay, I don't know if you watch Grey's Anatomy, but being a pediatrician is freaking awesome. Like, kids are so cute, taking care of kids. You could be a pediatric surgeon. Like, you could do anything that you put your mind to. So don't be listening to your little booger face ass friends telling you no. Like, they're fucking irrelevant. I would be so pissed off if I were you, but I ain't you, so, you know, keep it cool. In all honesty, don't let them get you down ever. Don't listen to what anybody has to say. In fact, use that as your motivation. Your haters should definitely be your motivators. Those are the kind of people that you want to put you down so that you can rise above it. Like, you can go to school and become anything you want to. You can go to school and become a pediatrician and rub it in her little face that teacher where, like, why are you telling me to be a teacher? Like, who wants to be a teacher? Who? Not you. So why, like, why is that even a suggestion? Like, I think she was being shady. I think she was hating. And to be a doctor, that's a good fucking paycheck, bitch. So I'm here for the coin. Like, definitely here for the coin. So teachers don't make no fucking money. Doctors do. So no, don't become a freaking teacher. Like, even though you get paid summers, but no, don't become a teacher. Become a doctor and get your life. Fuck your friend. She's rude. How dare she? How dare she? I'm gonna give you the perfect example. When I started high school, I wanted to be an orthodontist or a dentist specialist, an orthodontic surgeon. That is what I wanted to do. My dreams fell short real quick. Nobody told me I couldn't be that. I told myself I couldn't be that because I just was not fucking with biology. Like, I really can't do biology. And so, I wasn't willing to apply myself that hard. I really just couldn't get it. Like, no. And then once that dream disappeared, I was like, okay, my next thing, I'm gonna be a teacher. I wanted to be an English teacher because I love English so much. And then one day it just hit me that I should go to school for fashion design, fashion business management. And I don't, like, that was probably the most or the career field that made most sense for me because of my background. My mother's a seamstress. I have a natural talent for that, and art is my first love. So that was going to be, you know, what I wanted to do, and then that didn't work out. And so I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. Listen, when I say God has a plan for everybody, okay, and if that is in the book for you, boo, that is what you are going to do. I said, if I don't have my shit together by 25, I am going to have to go back to school. And I was going to go back to school for cosmetics. I was going to go back to school for makeup and special effects and all that, and figure out my career from there in freelance makeup artistry. I was going to do all that. But thank the Lord, he had something else prepared for me, which was obviously the YouTube. And so now I can definitely consider this a career for me, or the beginning of a career for me. There's lots of building I have to do still, and I have to, you know, take things to the next level. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't always have to have a plan. I'm not saying to not have a plan, like you seem to have one. You have 3 options to choose from. When I went into high school, I only had one option. I knew what I wanted to do, and then, you know, like I said, it got shut down real quick and I had to choose something else. And so it kind of sucks not knowing what you want to do, but there's no real, you know, there's people that are 50 and go back to school because they were in a career for years, like 20 plus years, and realize that that's no longer for them. And so there's no real time, you know, to actually get it figured out. It's good to have it figured out by a certain age. Like I said, if by 25 I was still broke, like, I would have to go back to school and get my life. But thank the Lord, I, you know, thank you, Jesus, because I just, oh my gosh, y'all don't understand. Like, the struggle has been real. Y'all don't even know the half. I haven't even laid the real story times down on you that are gonna make you cry. Like, I haven't told you guys my life, so don't be sitting at home thinking y'all know bougie V. Like, don't think that, because you guys have no fucking clue. And my eyes are watering, so let's move the fuck on. You could be anything you want to be as long as you put your mind to it. I said I'm gonna be a YouTuber, bitch. I'm a YouTuber, and what? Like, wait, that's it. All you have to do is put in the work, okay? So if you want to be a peds surgeon or a pediatrician, do it. Okay, so this one is from, I don't know if it's anonymous yet, so there is this old drug dealing psychotic nigga trying to get with me, and I can't make him leave. I can't make him leave me the fuck alone. I'll admit I might have allowed things to happen to make him believe that he could ever have a chance to be with me. I accepted him on my Snapchat, and I let him rub my leg once when I was high. Are you weird? Like, I'm mad. I met him at his fine ass cousin's house a few months ago, and ever since he has made numerous attempts trying to holler, but I turned him down every single time because he's just not my type. I really wanted his cousin, to be honest. Recently I saw him and he offered me some money and a ride when I needed it. Being the messy bitch I am, I gladly accepted all of his offers. Later, he asked if we could go out, and I said no. When he asked why, I said that I couldn't see him that way, and now he is calling me out on some dumb shit. This nigga is approaching his 30s, and I'm 19. He goes to the same events I attend, and he is known around my city because he is a club rat. Whenever I see him out, he makes it a point to call me out in front of everybody. He says that I'm a fake bitch that thinks she's too good for anyone, and that I'm a gold digger. I personally believe that I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he offered. I didn't ask this nigga for shit. Plus, it was only $10. Bitch, it was only $10. Are you kidding me? But you better just give this man back his money before he try to shoot you or something. But I do understand that these niggas will pretend to do something nice to get something from you. I'm not going to pretend like I really thought he was being nice, because he really cared about helping a bitch out. I always knew he wanted me. But he is being way too extra and way too petty. He literally comes up to me at the club, McDonald's, or at a bus stop just to cuss me out. He even had one of his temper tantrums in front of a boy I liked at the time. And the funny thing is, he still tries to flirt after he calms down. I hate confrontation and I'm super sensitive, but this is going way too far. What would you do or say if you were me? I'm seriously contemplating getting a damn restraining order on this dumbass, but hopefully it doesn't have to go that far. I know all of this is petty, but I thought I would share this anyways, just to kiki with you about these emotional ass niggas. Anyways, I fucking love you. I fucking love you too. So, I don't do sensitive ass niggas. I do not do emotional niggas. Mr. The 60-second story time, 60-second, the 1 minute man story time. Girl, when I say that boy was sensitive, oh my gosh, that's why we could never be in a relationship. Like, I'm bold. I can't do sensitive niggas, but beyond that.
Am I sensitive?
Sometimes.
I'm not sensitive about nothing.
You have a sensitive side, but you're not sensitive.
Sensitive when I can't put on my own dress, or when Mark Sloan's dying. You're
sensitive during Grey's Anatomy for sure. Turn your head to the side because you're crying. Okay, we don't do sensitive niggas. I mean, sensitive, you know, sometimes sensitive niggas, you know, they ain't for everybody. They certainly ain't for me. They're clearly not for you. But if I were you, what I would do is give him his $10 back, okay? Matter of fact, give it to him with interest. Give him $20, okay? And just be like, I'm sorry that you felt used. I'm sorry that I took advantage of you. But I ain't fucking with you. Well, I don't like you. I never did like you. I thought you were just being nice, and that was my bad. I'm hoping that we can move past this. I don't really want a friendship with you. I don't want to, you know, have to really engage you. But here is your money back so you can stop telling people that I used and abused you, because that is not the case. You offered me something and I accepted it, but I didn't expect things to go the way they're going. So here's your money back. Take care of yourself, okay? Get your life. That's all you need to say to him. But on the topic of accepting things from these niggas, don't do it. Do not do it, okay? Because niggas are crazy, and this could very well be you in the situation. So you don't want to piss anybody off, and some niggas are like that, where they will buy you things or, like, you know, try to do nice gestures for you, so that is like a part of their game to get you. Like, some niggas try to buy bitches. It don't work. Like, it doesn't work with everybody. Not every bitch can be bought, and so sometimes they're just used to people accepting that. But he's 30. I find a lot of older, like, older street niggas are like that, which we don't do that. We don't have time, okay? So don't mess with these older guys. He is damn near 10 years older than you. Like, wait. He's 11 years older than you at that. You should give him his damn money back. But don't accept gifts from people that you have not known for a long period of time. Like, especially men. Don't accept gifts from men, you know, or women, whoever. Don't accept gifts from people you have not known for a certain period of time, because they may have ulterior motives and you may get tied up into some web that you didn't even want to be a part of. So you gotta tell these niggas you want to be excluded from this narrative that you did not ask to be a part of. That's what you gotta do. You gotta go Taylor Swift on that ass one time. Like, this one. Hi Bo, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? My name is Durrani. I'm 18 years old and I live in New York City. I'm originally from Canada. So about 2 months ago, I ran away from home. My mom and father were in a very abusive / toxic relationship. They fought 24/7. They didn't know how to leave each other. They would break up and then get back together in a matter of hours. No, seriously. So around June 15th, I decided I wanted to run away. At the time, I was 17. And I had a birthday around the corner, June 29th. Hey! I had a small 2-door Lexus, but it wasn't big enough for the move I wanted to make. I knew that my parents bought me a Chevy truck, so I decided I was going to wait to leave until my birthday. But on June 18th, my mom went to a gala with my father, got drunk, and didn't come home for 3 days. Girl, what kind of parents you got? What is going on here? asked her where she was and she didn't say shit. It was hard for me because my mom is my best friend. She usually tells me when things are wrong and we have a high level of trust. I asked her again and she looked at me like I was crazy. Girl, I was pissed. When my mom walked past my father, he hit her right underneath her chin and knocked her to the floor. Told her not to wander off without permission. I came up and punched that bitch in his ping. And then guess what? He hit my ass. I told myself that was it. He never put his hands on me. I got my mom and took her into my room. I started packing and asked where the keys to the car she was giving me was. She gave them to me and told me to keep in touch. What the hell? I planned this beforehand with her. I left and drove my ass to New York City. My aunt lives there, my boyfriend, and my BF moved there for school. I'm currently staying with my aunt, and I found a townhouse I'm interested in. I don't know if I should go back home. What do I do on holidays? And I don't know if my mom is okay. She won't answer my calls. What should I do? Send the police to your house? Like, what the hell you mean your mom's not answering the calls? Okay. First of all, this is, you need to call Dr. Phil. This is out of my pay grade. Like, this is too much, okay? You need somebody else to be involved in this. I can't give you proper advice for this. I'm not gonna front. You definitely need to make sure your mom's okay. If it were me in the situation, I would have took my mom with me when I was leaving. The situation itself is definitely out of hand, and you gotta get somebody else involved in that. It can't be me. I'm terribly sorry because you went out of your way to email me this, but like, you need to contact the authorities, make sure your mom's okay, get your mom out of that situation. You need to definitely find a job. If you're not working already, save up, move out your auntie's house and have your own place to stay, because, you know, staying with family or staying with friends can become an issue or a nuisance or a burden, and you don't want to be that. Like, you can be there for a little bit, but like sometimes you overstay your welcome and it's never a good look. And then when push comes to shove, you won't be able to go back there if you ever needed to. I think that you need to get somebody else involved that can actually help you. Counselor, the police, like, I don't really know, and I really don't. But my first priority would definitely be my mom in the situation, making sure my mom's okay. And I would go from there. But maybe get a place with your mom. But I really hope everything works out for you, okay? Anyway, you guys, I do love you all. This is going to be a very long Botox because I tried to get through a lot of these questions. You know what I say every time I drop one of these. Please resend your emails if you didn't hear it. I went up to 10 days ago. I read emails from up to 10 days ago. Some of them I did skip because of the either length or the type of question it was. I'm going to get back to them. I just marked them as unread. So BOETALKSS@gmail.com. I will have it in the description box. I will have it on the screen so you guys can email me if you need some advice. I think that's it. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And stay away from these fuck niggas. I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.